Okay, YouTube family, we got more updates on the story and the turn and twists of the Takeoff situation. There's a lot of ups and downs and a lot of things that I can't talk about, but things that openly we can talk about. I'm not a detective, I'm not none of that. All the information that I share here is nothing privately. These are public information that are already out there through the news media and things of that nature. What we do here is cover them, break them down, and I keep everybody who's subscribed updated. So while they're at work, while they're at home, or taking care of their kids, or whatever you're doing out here, even if you're in the trap house, you out here, you're gonna get updated information that doesn't disrespect nobody here, that doesn't cause any trouble. Now, before we show this new breaking news, I need you guys to do me one quick favor. I don't ask for donations or anything, but if you do it, salute. But what I do need you to do, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and thank you for rocking out with another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Salute the I Smoke Hip Hop Nation. I am your host, DJ Bless One. Now, the J Prince situation been taking a lot of twists. We've seen certain people get falsely accused and accused at the same time. We've seen people who died recently, such as Duke the Jeweler, name get bring up in a lot of it. We've seen artists who took the fence of Atlanta and get dropped from their label. It's a lot going on. Artists such as Baby Rags spoke his piece. And then you got a lot of people like LeBron James, who's highly favored everywhere, he giving his tribute as well. But off the top of the bat, there's a new breaking news here. And this is a disclaimer. I have no idea if this gentleman is guilty or not, but on the DJ Academic show and the IG account that's named the Vote Code, they got a picture that's going viral everywhere. So let's talk about it. Now, it shows this young gentleman right here, right? The young gentleman is assumably and presumably the counterpart of one J Prince Jr. I'm gonna say everything allegedly. Just because you're seen with somebody don't mean you can, folks. But people are putting the two together and saying this is the guy who was chilling right there on the scene during the Dice game. He was right next to J Prince or etc. But then somebody tracked down and got the man's picture and said this is who he is. He's one of these young soldiers out here. If y'all don't know what a young soldier is a gentleman out here who's doing what he got to do, but he also takes orders and commands from those in a superior position than him or a higher position than him. It's a hierarchy, aka i.e. chain of command. Not saying that Jay Prince is his hierarchy or part of his chain of command, but this gentleman basically one of them young ones who's with it, according to what the streets is saying and what everybody is saying. And he's probably a good gentleman, a church-going individual. I'm telling you what people are saying, not my personal opinion. But he's from the 5th Ward of Houston, Texas. Many people from that 5th Ward, Houston, Texas area knows him, and they got his video and situation going viral. People are looking at it and people are feeling uncomfortable. Two different things can be true at the same time. Now, they're saying they seen him around the whole thing. I don't know if anybody mentioned of seeing him getting heated or seeing him doing any of the above, but they definitely seen him doing what he got to do. So I understand the situation. Where does it go? You feel me? I love everybody in here. And I congratulate people who are coming through the ends of the earth to make love and peace, to break a situation for closure. But a lot of this information is running rampant. There are ups and downs in the situation. And I need some more clarification. So we're going to look at other things on the screen to make it make sense. Now, I remembered when everybody was breaking the case, they said the person of interest, this gentleman here, was the one who was the guy clutching that day. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a gentleman clutching. Well, they brought him up and they tried to look at it as, oh, he got to be somebody who's responsible for the shooting. And I was trying to tell people, just because you clutch has nothing to do with nothing. There's a lot of people there who are just innocent bystanders, even though they're connected to the Prince family or connected to the Quavo crew. You got guys such as the assistant Joshua Washington. Now, Joshua Washington is a good dude from what I heard. A lot of people from the city and other areas was like, anytime you see the Migos, at least Quavo and Takeoff, Joshua would be right there. He's not a guy that's known for trouble as well. From what I'm hearing, like everybody else telling me, Joshua was also having the same personality just like Takeoff, calm, cool, and collected, and not doing too much out here. Does it make sense? So when you see people saying that the assistant got shot too, we got clarifications. I got other breaking news that I need y'all to pay attention today. The nurse who helped Takeoff, allegedly helped Takeoff, she's breaking her silence. She's speaking about it, and also other witness who was there. Now, the back and forth goes a lot. Rich Dollar said something potentially smart. Rich Dollars talked about the area and the people who were there and all the evidence gathered. He was like, how can anybody involved call anybody a snitch if everybody who was recording the incident, they are civilians? We heard Jay Prince said media whores, but the problem is everybody who was recording that incident that day are not media personalities. These people do not exist on the internet. These are regular everyday men and women, the blue collar working individual who was just outside on that day, tragically, just to spend their time having a good vibe and vibration. So I agree with Rich Dollar. To call these civilians snitch, what mentality do we have as a people? You can't call everybody that. These people are literally people who are just out here minding their own business, and they seen one of their favorite artists lose their life. Of course, they're gonna upload everything, especially if they live by the code and don't want to snitch on nobody, dry snitch, whatever you want to call it, because there was a lot of things going on that day, and you got messages being sent to me. I have to hide the person's name and all that. People who are actually connected with Migos, and you also have people who are members of the Migos. Yes, there are other members of the Migos besides Offset, Takeoff, and Quavo, and they sent messages like, bruh, not to me, but to the person. It was like, they talking crazy, bruh. Ain't none of us shot our family, dummy. So they're going out their way to let it be known we didn't do any of this. Why are people putting two and two together, bruh? There were victims in the situation that is gonna bring backlash. It's bad enough when innocent people like Takeoff gets killed, but when civilians in the area are being hurt too, unpurportedly, people are gonna speak their piece. We didn't even hear from the mayor yet. That's when I know things are gonna go left, when the mayor speaks up. So when you're seeing this picture right here, I think it should be taken serious. Not serious that this guy is guilty of anything, but serious that a lot of these civilians are turning into detectives and all that, and they have that right. They are not playing anymore. The community have spoken, and they're tired of the dumbness. Whether you're getting mad at my videos or not, we all can agree nobody should have get shot that day. Nobody should have died that day. We unfortunately lost Takeoff for the rest of his life and our lives too. So for people to play it off and worrying about keeping some G code, and you're not even a G, keeping a street code, and you never been rocking across that street, it's kind of odd and weird. So I'm not for being a 12 and all that because of where I come from, but at the same time, I have no problems for people out here doing their due diligence as civilians, because I would love civilians to protect my family. That's what I expect all civilians, men and women, to do. Be protective of one another. That's their job, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're a street nigga or not, you have to give these civilians respect. That's their job. I don't think they're media whores because they're not part of the media. They are civilians. Look, man, love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. And to the gentleman in the pictures, you should love media platforms like me. Not one time we said this man is culpable or guilty of anything, and we're going to keep it like that. Look, man, we're going to keep y'all updated. I got nothing but news today to keep y'all updated. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. I am your guy, DJ Bless One. Love your family, love your kids, and please stay blessed. Salute.